I swear that is not enough time. I'm middle of sharing the Twitter one to our Telegram where we give all the latest alpha. But Luana, take it. Oh, is that my voice? Is that my voice?
That is your voice in my background.
That's disgusting.
But no. I just want to say good morning, Arena fam. Good morning to everyone on Twitter. We're here with our special guest for today, and I'm super excited because we are the ones who really highlight the builders. I feel like and it's not only builders, but it's also like innovators and a lot of storytellers, because we have really had a lot of storytellers with us in different podcasts. And I think that this is what really is pushing Web3 forward. So today we're stepping into the arena with a team focused on protecting all of us in Web3. Look
at so much
like superhero right here. Superheroes.
Yeah.
From Web3.
Seriously.
Not Avengers. Okay.
And we're going to be talking
Defenders.
But we'll be talking more about Defenders today and exactly what they're bringing to the space. But I did also want to mention today we do have a question of the day. If you guys are listening, have you ever had your wallet drained? Go ahead and give us the story. We'll read a couple of these on air. But if you comment under our post on Arena or under our post on Twitter with the same answer, you could copy pasta. We're not ones to judge you. We are going to be doing a giveaway today to the people who do leave that comment on those posts. And we're giving away whitelist spots for an upcoming mint as well as an NFT as well. So I will remind everybody halfway through about that as well. But yes, we are so happy to have this conversation today. I think it's something that we all need. Like everybody in this space needs this. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, why you don't start with your story, Vanho? Have you ever had your wallet drained?
I have had my wallet drained. I
Wait, the question is how many times?
Once. It only takes one time.
I feel like one time.
And you know what it was? It actually wasn't even me like clicking a link that signed anything. I got invited onto a podcast for NBC. The page was legit connected to NBC. I think it had been stolen. And they sent me a link for the podcast, and it was trying to download something. They're like, oh, if you don't have Brave. I'm like, I'm in Brave browser. They're like, oh, then it should just pop up for you. If not, here's the link to download. I clicked that link. And because I had run everything through Virus Total at that point, everything had been legit. They sent me the link, and thankfully I have some goated security on my computer, and it did not download. It kept saying, no, don't download this, and I didn't want to do it anyways. But I thankfully did not get anything but a couple NFTs sent out before I kind of merged everything over to a new wallet. So thankfully for me, that's my story. Yes. But one time I did lose like $5,000. So there is that. But what about you? Have you guys as well? Like,
yes, I got drained. Just basically, I guess I put my thing for an airdrop and I got fished.
I mean, it's brutal, and the reality is that most people probably wouldn't even really want to talk about it, but it's a unifying risk, and it's it's something that our friends, not every day, but the people in the space that we're community members with, you see it happen to people, and you see them lose their life savings, and it just is. I mean, it's the reason why we built it, is watching people lose everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's too common, and it's just become something where it's just people kind of brush it off like, oh, it's part of the game, but it doesn't have to be.
Yes,
and it shouldn't be. So
when I first started on with NFTs back in 2021, I was on Ethereum, and there was some sort of issue where like I had thought that maybe I had clicked on a drainer. I really didn't know exactly how everything worked back then. I still was kind of new. I was about a year into the space, and I was freaking out. I had Apocalyptic Apes and a bunch of other, like, that was like probably my only most valuable NFT at the time, and it cost like $600 to move my NFTs. and I'm freaking out, cost all this gas. And I moved everything to a new wallet. I didn't actually get drained, but the fear and the kind of like mental torture of that experience definitely drove me into wanting to build a solution.
That's
And
awesome.
That's how the best products are made, right?
Yeah.
Like, for sure. And I think that we are going to get further deeper into this, but this honestly brings me to our very first question. And Luana, I think you should read this one because you're so good at like the inspirational like questions. But yeah, I
no,
mean, we're already
definitely. Let's
talking
go
about
for
it.
that one. So I want this part of the segment, we're gonna learn a little bit more about not only defenders but also you guys. So can you share the origin story of defenders? And then I will go for the next one. So first, that one. Can you share the origin story of
So
defender?
the origin story of Defenders is basically that in late 2023, I came up with this idea about I had worked for OK Bears, and I had worked in a bunch of other large communities. I had seen all these people who were drained and compromised and lost everything. And I was already like I have a background in IT software, and I was constantly thinking about like, what could you build that's new? What could you build that like people haven't built? And one day I was in my kitchen and a friend had gotten drained, and I came up with like basically a backwards design solution to, it was based off of like, what does your wallet look like in a drain situation? There's no gas in it. Because somebody's potentially siphoning it out. You can't get your NFTs out. And really there's, like once you're compromised, you're really in trouble. And I had seen a couple of applications that were kind of like staking platforms where you could lock your assets and it stopped the drain itself. But the problem was, with a staking platform, it stops that initial drain. However, if your seed phrase compromised, it doesn't matter. The moment that the asset is unlocked to that compromised wallet, it's toast. So I basically like backwards designed this solution in order to solve for that drained wallet state. And so that was where we started in late 2023. And then 2024, we built, right? 2023, Steve, or was it 2022? I don't even know.
23. Yeah.
23. And so I came up with it in 2022, and we started building early 2023. It took us a bunch of time, really, like to get from the concept to it took us about a year to build the actual platform. And at that point, I had been working, with pretty big names in the Solana space, and it really was a matter of just finding good developers that could help with building it and bringing it to fruition. So that's kind of the origin story.
I love that. Most projects really kind of like, I feel like don't go into a real like concept, and it's really good to see like, like the mix of both. You guys absolutely have an actual platform that works, and right now you're going to be into this new phase, I mean, with the NFTs, but security feels like, sometimes it should be part of the Web3 playbook, like constantly. It should be something stuck there, and it's like putting that seatbelt in the car, before actually starting the engine, which I know some of you probably forget about, but
we have a song in my car.
What keys are? Yeah, those key
Put up
things.
for your tie.
So one of the other thing, like, is that there really isn't very much security. There's some stuff, right? There's some things like where there are escrow accounts. Yeah, maybe. Right. Like, you can disconnect from dApps. You can revoke cash. But overall, there just isn't very much in the realm of security layers, and I think that a lot of people don't realistically use ledgers as much as they say they do.
I have one.
Most people are on hot wallets.
It's not convenient. It's
not
more of what it is.
Yes.
It's not. And as much as and there's not like pointing the fingers at wallets, but there's this idea that because it's your keys, because it's your crypto, that unfortunately when you get drained, it's just kind of like, oh man, RIP, like Steve said, everybody just kind of accepts it. And for me, I was at a place when we started building where it was like, I just don't accept this anymore. I think that somebody's got to make a change, even if security isn't sexy. Somebody's got to do something in order to like preserve the community, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, of course.
and if an NFT whale gets drained, it's not the NFT collection that pays for it, it's the community that pays for it. And so
Yeah.
it's community preservation as well.
No, that's such a good point too. And I love how you guys reverse engineered, that was such a good word, by the way, reverse engineered like how you wanted to change in the space, right? Like I feel like a lot of us in Web3 are either trying to solve an issue that hasn't been solved yet, or creating something that makes what we do easier. Yeah, exactly. And you always see like, and no shade to like Dexes or any other type of thing like that, but like they're all just trying to make a better version of that. And this is something that people I have not seen this really, being talked about.
And it's crazy because we're just in a cycle where, people I feel like care more about, tokens, in which at the end of the day, they take care of, and they are like, yes, I have millions, but what really truly lasts is trust, though. Like security is the only narrative that shouldn't be expiring, especially here, especially with the amount of like new connections that we're building with traditional finance. And I'm sure that a lot of those that are coming into the space are going to look for tools that supply some type of security, just like what it happens in traditional finance, right?
And it's compliance, right?
Yeah.
Like, so your bank has to be compliant with security. If it's not compliant and there aren't enough security guardrails, your bank can't function. And this is the same for other platforms also, right? Like you have to have security, you have to protect your holders. And so if you have these large organizations who are coming into the enterprise scene and saying, hey, I want to leverage these rails, they're going to have compliance. And that's why you see like, so there are like Ledger has an enterprise arm to its whole business. Most people have no idea about that, but like
I didn't even know.
Yeah. Why would you?
Right.
Everybody else is B2C, right? The for our perspective, where the mass onboarding is going to happen is enterprise, and when big businesses come and start to bring their communities, that's the difference. And that's really that's our big goal.
I love that. And it's kind of like going in the same manner of what we're talking about, but like security of Web3 often feels like an afterthought, right? Like we're kind of talking about that at the moment of there's so many different things to do with Web3 security that we don't think about, like enterprise. So how do you make this more approachable for everyday users and not just devs and pros?
So I think the first step that we took was when we designed it was we used the 2FA feature, which everybody's already using, right? It's already a part of your everyday life. So we wanted to make sure that looked familiar for anybody coming into Web3. They've already got their Google Auth or whatever authenticator that they choose to use. It's already set up for them. So it's just adding in another code, and it's super seamless.
Yeah, I've actually used your platform, and like this isn't one of the questions I have mentioned today, but I really loved your marketing campaign of here's the seed phrase, try to hack into this wallet, or send funds, here's the seed phrase, then retrieve it. It was such a genius marketing plan to show that your wallet is literally impenetrable. Like finding getting your hands on a 2FA factor like app that isn't on your phone or somewhere else, that's a little bit harder to get, like a 2FA, right? Like that's an extra layer of security that is definitely needed that we don't even have here with the other platforms. We just talked about like it's not even a competitor, but the device that Ledger, right? Like they have their own securities in place, but it isn't 2FA. And I've also heard that those things have been hacked before with their platform. So I find 2FA is like that extra layer of security that we all need. Like I get so upset when I'm not at home with the device that has the 2FA on it because I always keep it on an extra device. But
That's smart. That's smart.
yeah, like kind of like Discord. You own a Discord, you need to put it on a whole other device that you'd never touch, so especially things like a wallet, that's how things should be, but in the perfect world it's not. So I really like that you guys added that extra layer of security if you want to keep things on your device, because like, I don't know.
Also,
Like-
just
like you
thinking
said,
about
you're-
it though. No,
You're
go ahead.
most likely running. You're most likely running on a hot wallet. Like if your day-to-day stuff, you're going to be on a hot wallet. So it's very cumbersome to try and, like you said, run back to the house, grab the your secondary device, go through that process. So if you have all of your security right in your pocket, it makes everything much easier for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And and go back to what we were talking with the marketing campaign. Our biggest hurdle is really just getting people to trust that we've actually provided a solution to this problem. And so what better way than to put our money where our mouth is, right? It's like the assets that you see. I mean, that was Burns's DGOT that was put into the vault.
Yeah,
and we tweeted out
it was
the secrets.
genius.
I mean, we had so many attempts that it actually crashed our RPC for a little bit. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of hits in an extremely short period of time.
What a great way to test the platform as well. Like, how many people can it handle at one time? Like, trying to get in. That's
So like
Sorry about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Reading comments.
So the other thing too is that like when you think about the biggest problem, like if your whole account gets nuked and they get your seed phrase, it's every single one of your wallets underneath that seed phrase.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single one, right? Like, and the issue with Ledger, which our product actually works on top of Ledger, so you can use a Ledger and then you can have defenders on top of that. So if you or whatever hardware wallet you want, they're all there. So if your seed phrase for your Ledger is compromised, like the majority of people, like it's not so much cell phones really that are getting compromised, it's desktops, right? Where like you have a virus that gets into your computer and they are using keystroke loggers and they're able to like get everything, or like exactly what you experience where you're at a job interview. So if somebody gets your seed phrase, I can take the seed phrase from your Ledger and I can restore it onto my Ledger, and I have access to all of your stuff. So part of it is changing the headset and like the way that people think about security also, and not storing all of your seed phrases on your computer, or not storing them like in places that can get compromised, because it has to be layered. As we continue on through this journey of Web3, you have to layer everything the same way that you layer security on X. Right? Like I've got 2FA set up for X. I have backup codes, like, and for my Facebook account where I communicate with all the old, boomers and stuff, it's all hooked up to 2FA. And normies use 2FA.
Yeah.
It's not scary to them. It's not
and it's
like,
not new, right? Like,
and I feel like people coming into Web3, like, they are just getting onboarded. A lot of them, kind of have some fear, especially with the amount of like propaganda that a lot of media have put out there about us, so I just like, I think that it's kind of more than powerful, it's not only about being protected, but I will see this more as an empowerment, because you're giving users the freedom to explore Web3 without fear. And that is like a major part of why I feel a lot of people kind of retain themselves. They're like, oh, I don't know, I'm afraid of like putting my stuff, or like I don't know how to do it. And I think you guys are part of like a really good, like, tap into the learning process of being in Web3.
When I first came in, I got a Ledger relatively quickly, and it literally took me a year to set up.
And then guess what? I don't even use it. Like I have it on the shelf. I can just literally like be like, here's like, I've got the tandem wallets when those were big. I have like the joystick, and then actually partnered with Ledger, and they sent me that $400 one that you see shared all around.
Yes.
Yes, it's a picture, but it's in my go bag. But why? Because there's not. I'm terrible. I'm the person that's like, teach it, like, NFA, DYOR, never do this, and then that person that does exactly opposite of what they say. But at least I'm honest about it.
But there are huge accounts that get drained. I mean, I bring this idea up or this story up all the time, but I mean, Mark Cuban got drained in 2021 for $1 million.
You remember that? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that was right around the time when we were, really starting to develop the idea.
Yeah.
2021 or 22. It was crazy. Soul Big Brain, who's one of the GOAT legends over on Solana. He got hit for about the same amount of money too. So it's anybody is susceptible. Anybody is susceptible.
Sure. So yes, and I think this is perfect because now we're going into a security problem segment. So.
Right.
So wallet drains and hacks, are kind of like, this top fear in crypto. And it's something that I was talking before. From your perspective, what was the number one mistake users make that leaves them vulnerable?
It's one click. I mean, like, it's literally one click. It's one bad click. And I think that probably the number one mistake is speed. How fast are you trying to do something? Are you thinking through what this looks like? I think probably 4 days ago was this weekend, right?
Yeah.
There was a compromised Discord link that was leading to a compromised Defenders Discord, and a guy got there, unfortunately got there and was like, oh well, Burns and Defenders are legit. I should just click this link, and he got drained for like $1,500. And the problem with not slowing down and looking at your surroundings, and saying, hey, does this make sense? Does something smell fishy?
Right.
Like when you looked at that Discord, there were 14 people in it. It was completely boosted by every person it even said brand new, but he trusted that this was coming from us. So speed and trust are complex. People get drained from their best friend sending a bad link. Their account gets hacked. I mean, you just have to be suspicious of links always. And anytime you turn a corner, like the scammers are preying on us.
They're getting good too.
It's $1 million a day. It's $1 million a day. Over $300 million a year.
Can I go into that business? I guess I need to start doing that.
Girl, I'm telling you, people often think that hacks happen because, super genius attackers, but
no, they're not at all.
Basic mistakes.
No. You slow down,
rushing, ignoring, warning labels.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all just like socially engineered stuff. I mean, it's like getting the email from the Nigerian prince, right? I mean, that's essentially what's happening. Wait, that's not real?
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my check.
I was supposed to be a queen someday, so.
Oh, you are a queen.
I'm fine. Oh my god, thanks. My NFT will be a queen, guys. Mark my words. But going on about
might be true.
There are many security projects in Web3, audits, multi-sigs, hardware wallets. We've already talked about how Defenders is different and what gap you're filling. So I don't need to ask that one. I should have read it first. But while we jump into the next segment, I thought it'd be kind of cool to show off your website. Are you guys comfortable with that?
Yeah, of course.
Me showing off kind of a little bit about Defenders while we talk.
For some reason, I was thinking I was showing it off, but you were going to show it off.
Do you want to show
awesome.
it off? Would you rather?
No.
You know what?
I think it's better to have you do it.
It's better for
you're a user, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, we do this for a living, but I think this is really sick website. It's pretty clean, pretty seamless. So, you have your defenders.com with a 3 because we are Web3. If you're new here, let me just educate you. If you see a 3 in the name, it's Web3. And I love this. So we're, without reading everything I mean,
Don't
I'm
do it.
loving the setup.
Don't read it.
You have, your team here, Mr. Burns, Zilla, Later Rocket, Steve-O, who's also on here, and King. But I love that you guys are partnered with Magic Eden and all of these as well.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and look at the security vault. So I have not made an account. I figured I would save that for today. Super seam. I don't want to connect anything at the moment, but is this also has the AVAX connect, right? Or is that coming?
Are you trying to connect to something? Are you clicking on something and it's not doing anything?
No, it won't show you my pop-up. I'm sorry. It pops up with the screen. And it has like Phantom and Brave Wallet.
Yeah. I'm sitting here going, oh my God, why?
My bad. That happened. Oh, no. Here it is.
Roll the death. Roll the death.
There we go.
It can't be any worse than the Meta Glasses demo that they did.
Oh my God. I am so irritated with the Meta Glasses. Don't get me into it. It does not. Like, what great marketing they had to buy these.
Right?
And them not work how they say.
I
I'm
did.
so mad.
It happened to me. They're not. Vanho, I love like that. Oh my God. Just stay like that. Oh my God. Oh my
I could listen to music. Y'all wouldn't even know. They're sunglasses, but the battery lasts all of 15 seconds. Not like.
Holy cow.
Look, I took them to Buenos Aires for AVAX conference, and I walked from the conference to my hotel, which it was like, I don't know, probably like 1 hour walk. 1 hour walk. And they died. It died like probably like 10 minutes before arriving to my hotels, which I was so pissed.
Oh,
but
it
was like,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, I can't imagine they'd be able to put too much, size of a battery in those. Yeah, there's just like not enough room.
No, but they just launched the new version. They just launched the new version. It has like a new battery, I don't know, whatever. So I'm like, can I return this one and get the new one? Like, can I use this as like, So
that's so funny. But with the wallet, so I did just get started. I connected my wallet. I'm not going to show my security code.
No. Close it. You don't want to do that on stream.
Okay.
Oh, can you actually see it popping up?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
We didn't see the QR code.
We didn't. So we didn't take picture. I promise. I promise.
Everybody right now, like. Okay, I'll do that later. But did you guys say that you will eventually have?
So if you click the Solana mainnet button,
okay,
there's your network selector right there. So these are all chains that we're live on right now.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. So you can create vaults for each one of these.
Wow. This is
are they individually or they are all mixed in one?
So with EVM. With EVM, you have one 2FA and it applies to all of your EVM chains.
Wow.
With Solana, you have a specific 2FA for a specific wallet. So
got you. Do you want to share your screen since you have it set up?
Yeah, I'm actually.
I didn't think about that. Oh, Crypto Confident in the house. While we're pulling this up, I did want to go ahead and re-shout out the giveaway today. So we are giving away whitelist spots to anybody who comments under our post. Yes, we're going to give them to anybody commenting today. Has to be under the Arena post and under the Twitter post. And we are raffling away in the terms of anybody who's commented on our post. We're giving away one NFT today, unless anybody wants to give away more. We're giving away one to one lucky winner. If you comment on both Arena and Twitter, you have an extra entry. So we're giving one of those away today. Just go ahead and answer this question under that post of, have you ever had your wallet drained by a scammer? Just tell your story, put it under the post, and we'll be picking somebody's comment later in the evening to give away an NFT. But anybody who comments, whitelist. All right. Sorry about that. Have to do the shameless plug.
Of course, I gotta switch over to
what?
I'm just switching to a wallet that is here. All right, so sorry about that.
Oh, you're okay.
You're good.
Just because I'm gonna not try to figure out which AVAX wallet is my AVAX wallet. So this is the overall platform. When you get into it, you've got a bunch of like a whole point system here that that for every NFT that you lock, you get points depending on if it's a partner of ours or if it's an actual Defenders digital collectible, and then it like gives you kind of a list, get some market insights, lots of stuff on the side. And then up here really is like the main section of where all the magic happens. Again, you can select all the different networks. If we go into the vault system,
is this your assets?
Yeah, so those are all my unlocked assets over
I like
here.
the bananas.
This is these guys right here, Soul Sisters. That was my first mint.
Oh, you
when I came to
remember?
Solana.
Oh my
They
God.
also have one on Polygon as well, and I
Nice.
love it.
Yeah, that was interesting. So the way that these guys, the platform works is basically if you want to lock something, you click on an asset. So I'm going to click on whatever down here. So I'm going to click on this pilot, click locked. Oh God, I've actually selected like a bajillion different NFTs.
Do you have a clear all button?
There, yeah, right at the top, there's a clear all. Actually, so you can select all also.
Oh,
if you just want to go nuts, you can select everything.
You guys
or you can
need
select nothing.
one of those, because you have a lot of assets. Me, I would probably have a lot on Avalanche, but one of those little buttons that's like back to the top.
Yep.
You need one of them floating around, I think.
So these buttons on the bottom, actually, they're the main buttons that you're kind of concerned with. These are the ones that make it a little bit easier, but yeah, no, there could be a back to the top button.
Maybe on the left-hand side, so it's not like on your assets.
I'm gonna send a message to the developer who is.
I'm sorry.
Like actually, no, he's like locked up in a cage in the basement.
Oh, is he? Go feed him, please. He sounds hungry.
Oh, he already got his breakfast coffee.
So that was it.
Wow.
That was it. And then it moves that pilot from up top into the locked area, which I'm just gonna figure out where the hell it is because there's a bajillion different NFTs in here. There it is. Oh no, that's a drifter. I don't know where the hell it is. It's somewhere.
We had a question.
Here's one of the pilots.
If you guys are
yeah.
So Whiskey is one of our favorite people in Avalanche. He's saying he doesn't think that your wallet can hold all of his JPEGs. So my question is how many JPEGs does your wallet allow? Like, is there a certain max? Is there a cap? Or is it like any number?
There's no cap.
No cap.
So, no cap. So,
no cap.
So actually, here is,
you are our favorite.
I can show you. So if I show my my compressed NFTs, now it goes from, let's say 160, there's 163 here, but there's even more, where there's like a filter unverified and filter suspected scam. So now there's 1,000. Just tons and tons of garbage forever.
Yeah, like all the bullshit, CNFTs that get airdropped to you,
Yeah.
In there that'll make it so you can't see all those every time you go in there. But if you really wanted to see them,
I go to OpenSea and I'm like, and it has the other folder and you're like scrolling, you're like, oh, well, this one was airdropped. It shouldn't be in here. It was airdropped from the actual team, and you're like, oh, I wish I would have seen that. At go time when people are wanting them, but you see it like a year later.
It's kind of a bummer, but unfortunately, just is what it is. I think if a team doesn't take the time to actually validate that their collection is real on the marketplaces, that's often where you don't get to see it. And it just looks like garbage. So, and I mean, honestly, if you make an NFT and it looks like one of these, you have done a really bad job. Like here's one with a QR code.
Oh, yeah.
Linked to a drainer.
How fun.
So here's the cool part, right? Is that we go down here into our my locked assets, which I got a bunch in there. But if I wanted to say my wallet was compromised, I looked in my wallet, I have no more gas. I would click on the NFT and I would click emergency migration. And what this pops up is it pops up my emergency wallet, and it looks the exact same thing for Avalanche, where it shows what the balance is inside of the smart contract that envelopes your assets. You send this amount of right here, like 0.002 SOL, to this address, and that's the smart contract. We built it and designed it so that the vault system is made for a compromised wallet. It's not made for every day. Like, we do everything like in an everyday situation also, but like it is fortified so that when your wallet's compromised, it's already set up so that there's no gas in the wallet. We're going to send gas from a third-party payer, and then you enter in a destination wallet, click submit, enter your 2FA, and your assets get sent to a safe location.
And this is when we do those marketing campaigns where we tweet out the seed phrase. Majority of the time, what will happen is guys will put a listener bot on the wallet. So if any asset, if you send gas to the wallet to try and unstake assets, or if you're trying to fund the transaction like what we just did here, it'll just siphon out that gas immediately. Or if the NFT gets dropped into that wallet, it's gone immediately. So with this way, that's how we're able to save the assets when we tweet out the seed phrase. We just use the emergency migration, fund the contract from within, and send it out to a safe place.
Wow. Okay.
I love
it. I didn't even know that. I think we probably even talked about it, but that's really good to hear on air as well. But I think this is like a really good educational point for people maybe listening that don't know this. But yeah, so anybody can send an NFT or a token to your wallet. All it takes is clicking on that to have your whole entire wallet trained. You could try to burn it or send it out, but it will literally have in the contract that it will take your whole wallet. So honestly, it's always just best to just not click, not interact with it, leave it to the side. It's going to rot in your wallet. But the minute you initiate or make any contact with it, your assets are gone. So if you see that you won 1,000 AVAX or you won $1,000, all you got to do is click this.
Right?
Wrong.
Girl,
one
time
comes for free.
Oh my God.
True.
One time I opened my wallet, and I think, it was the Coinbase wallet, but not the Coinbase, like the
new
off-ramp.
Not
like
the app, the actual wallet.
the app, like that one. So, I got a CryptoPunk, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
who got confused here?
Yeah.
But what is happening? I was like, oh my God. And then I saw it, and there was like 10,000 links on it. And I'm like, oh, it looks sketchy.
Yeah, no. I mean, okay, so here's when they try to send the most is during NFT launches, because they make you think that that was sent from the team. And then also really large tokens. So like, Lord, I'm talking about a chicken, but Cockinu, whenever they had that, a lot of people who had bought the token over a certain amount were sent airdrops of things. So the team actually did airdrop, but they were smart. They didn't show you what you were going to get in your wallet, but the other people took advantage of that, right? And so it ended up being the little cards that you see like top of the box or whatever, that they airdropped to people, and those were legit. But other people were trying to like send out like 3D rendered, like AI rendered things, so people would think that that was an asset that was sent to them. And so always do your due diligence. If you're like, wow, I don't remember buying this, you didn't. Like, be safe out there. But
yes, and I mean, and literally, this is not about just like talking about security itself, but it's actual peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you want. Like, you want peace of mind. You want to be like, you want to feel safe, right?
Yeah.
About like what you're doing, though.
We want to practice safe sex, CEX. But for real, like, we need it, right? Like, you always feel better when you're secure. But while we're on the topic of NFTs, you guys have one launching.
We do.
Let's go to this.
Let's go to it.
Okay, I'm so excited. And first of all, let's talk about the access. Okay, why mint an NFT as the key to your platform, and how does it actually unlock free access? And I don't know if we have like one of the image of the Axos NFTs. Are there on the Twitter, right? Maybe
Yeah,
I
they're
can
on
pull
Twitter.
it up. I will pull it up so we
Okay.
can, so peeps can see it.
I don't think we haven't leaked a sneak peek yet.
Oh,
We
Ooh.
could,
you want to
yeah.
leak one
You
today?
probably
We could
could.
maybe
You probably
even
could.
do.
Are
Let's
we
do it.
leaking?
Are we getting the first look? Are you
So
allowed
I
to?
could I could show off my one of one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's see 'em.
Well, so
Wait.
my curated, not exactly one of one art, but this will be mine. So I'm gonna pop
Ooh,
this.
wait, before you show us, let's share the
Yeah.
video you guys posted on your page with Axos coming to AVAX. It gave me
Okay.
goosebumps and I really liked it. It gave me like, okay, I have like a nursing background and career that I like left for Web3, guys. No, I didn't. But well, I did, but didn't. But I think that it's so cool, bloody gory, like giving the zombie vibe. So I want to share that real quick as well.
Okay.
Like let's see how far we gotta scroll though. Like still
We're
scrolling,
so.
sorry.
Oh, do I have to? I should probably turn mine off. There we
Oh,
go.
you're good.
Yeah.
I can do
Yeah,
all
Can you
that.
see multiple? So the way that the way the assets work is that when you lock your Defender's digital collectible inside of the vault, it makes it so that you don't have to pay the security fee. So there's a 50-cent security fee for locking transactions. So if you want to lock $10,000 worth of Arena token inside of your vault, it would be 50 cents.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Easy. Yeah, slightly less than the $400 ledger. And so if you have a Defender's digital collectible, you secure it inside of your vault, and then after that point, you don't pay any security fees. Anybody can use the platform, but if you want to sidestep those security fees, you just lock one of our digital collectibles up, and that's it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and we're about to see what they look like, but I wanted to show you guys this video. Okay, the sounds I hope it's not loud.
You're good.
Okay,
I
I'll
just
tell you.
like
I
the
love
kind
it.
of like spinning red Doritos.
It was
like,
good. It's so good. Okay, but I remember seeing that and thinking like, I quote retweeted. I said, "This is AVAX coded." Like, I think someone's coming to AVAX, and everybody jumped on that post of like whether it was or whether it wasn't, and I was just like, okay, this is fun. And then the next announcement was like, we're coming to Avalanche. And I was like, yes, like, right? Like, I was like, thank goodness I was right. But I like the spinning Dorito. It was really good. Like saying it without saying it, right? Like genius. So
Exactly.
and so we're about to see your one-to-one, right? And you haven't made it like your profile or anything yet.
No,
Yes.
no, I haven't showed it. And actually, the only difference on this one is that there's no blood on it, so it's very,
Okay.
very close. It's very
Okay.
close to the
Aw.
final rendering.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, let me.
Oh, you
Oh,
got it.
there he is.
He's so cute. Look at it, and it's taco.
Look at the taco. Why the taco?
You like tacos?
I love tacos.
You love
It's
tacos?
Tuesday. Are you
I
eating
love
tacos today?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't
actually,
think
that
so.
sounds
I'm
good,
not
though.
100% sure, but I do love tacos. I'm like,
This
pretty
is
big fan
looks
of
just
tacos.
like you. Are you wearing a Defender's hoodie today?
Oh no, this is Patagonia. I got a Defender's
Oh,
hat on.
there you go. There you go. I love it.
We have these hoodies actually, which is kind of great. I love those
You
hoodies.
perked our ears. You see, mine are standing straight up. I love
Seriously.
merch.
we need a trait of cat ears.
Please.
Oh,
Look, so I have a
but
queen
show. Oh yeah, okay.
in my office that has. Oh, let me turn the blur off. But I have a cat queen skull in my office. She has like. She's a mess.
Nice.
Where is your axolotl, Benho?
Oh, on my desk. Y'all ignore the mess.
Wait, is it an IRL? Is it like a real axolotl? Somebody was.
I'm guessing it's a
pictures
On the
of-
way.
It's
No,
a plushie for sure.
It's not. It's neither. I think my kids found it, took off with it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Ah.
It lights up and it throws music and it
It was my
screams.
buddy yesterday. What the heck? I just had her.
I know
Oh.
you show it to me last night.
Oh,
like
I have to find this while y'all are talking. I'm gonna actually go see like the common areas where my kids drop things. Maybe I took it with me. I don't know. It's so
maybe
cute. I wanted to
it
show
is
you
so cute.
guys today.
Yes.
Axos, I mean, like Axos, axolotls.
We call them Axos.
They are so freaking cute. They're
They're
just
so
like the cutest little
cute.
animals.
And so we decided to give them weapons and cover them in blood and have them protect your bags. Yeah. It all
I
seems
love
pretty.
I know.
that.
I'm like, as a spooky bitch, I totally love this. Like, you know, like people are like, Van Ho, it's September. You shouldn't be thinking about Halloween. I'm like, have you seen the tattoos? Like, I literally have like Freddie and Jason on me. Like, I all year love have this in my office. Like, you know, okay, I'll be right back. I have to show you. I literally told Luana I'm showing them this tomorrow. I'll be right back. But let me
So
ask you this
should
question.
we talk about the collection?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Let's talk
Okay.
about the collection.
Okay.
I really love the NFT, so let's talk
Thank
about
you.
it.
So the collection is going to be it's actually a dual collection. So we've got a very, very small collection on Solana and then a relatively small collection on Avalanche. So on Avalanche it's 2,500 Axos and on Solana it's 350. And this is actually what we did with our Polygon honey badgers also, where we have a little collection on Solana and a little collection on Polygon. Just as we branch out, the idea is that when somebody sees one of our PFPs, well, we could have just done like one of these stupid 3D cards because ultimately it's an unlimited access pass. It would have saved us thousands of dollars, really straightforward. But the PFP meta is something that Steve-O and I love. And so
It's for the culture.
it's the culture. It's
Yeah,
totally the culture. So when they see the PFP, they don't think Polygon, they don't think Avalanche, they think Defenders and they think security. And so that's basically what we're doing again here with this. And the first collection, the small collection, will drop within a week, I think. It's going to be really quick. And then AVAX is coming out in 2 weeks. So
I'm
very, very quick.
I'm so excited for this collection, and also because I feel like there is so much value in what you guys are really, putting for the ecosystem and the community out here. And I love to see projects that are able to successfully join different ecosystems and bring that up. I feel like sometimes, we get stuck in one place, but I love the fact that you guys are going like, we like to protect the whole ecosystem, and you guys are putting, different collections and doing a lot of different stuff. And I love that about you guys. But maybe I can go. Oh, no, she's here.
Did you get it, Van?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me take this off the screen. Actually, how do I do that? Remove. Okay. Dun dun dun. You ready?
Drum roll.
Cute. It's so cute.
Oh,
Nice.
He works with water, so I have to. He swims in water.
Oh, it's the cutest.
I wish the
Is it-
color would work.
Oh,
I can see it flashing a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when it gets wet,
Thing's awesome.
I have to lick it. When it gets wet, it activates and it will swim and it has a little pool. It's like a little blow up pool, and then once it gets
That is
dry,
awesome.
it stops working. But yeah, it's my kids and they totally stole it back.
So my kid got a Tamagotchi yesterday.
Ooh.
It's crazy. I mean, like it's like just throwing back to like 20 some odd years ago, and he is completely obsessed with it. That thing kind of reminds me of it, just like a little weird beeping sounds.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Tamagotchi as a kid. I had the Little Mermaid one, and it had the same sound. I was obsessed. It died a lot, but that's okay. Got me.
We have a
prepared for
question.
motherhood.
Someone asked, who is the artist?
So the artist is a guy named Sergey.
Ooh, sounds like
Yeah.
he's good at art. Just every good artist has that type of name.
Yeah. No, his name is Sergey, and Yeah, there's actually he is an incredible generative artist. He works crazy fast. And yeah, he's been fantastic to work with. And there are there's another collection in Avalanche actually that is potentially using him right now. So
Are you allowed to say?
I can't. I
Oh,
can't.
dang, okay.
But I
Can
can't.
we have a hint?
I have to clear it with him. But
Oh,
like
okay.
his
No, we don't have to.
he's got a pretty broad brushstroke with what he can do. So
And he's
he's
just getting his feet wet in the space. So I see somebody
Really?
asked, Funky Beats is asking if he has an X page. He does, but there's not a lot on there right now.
Got you.
Oh, wow.
So we
okay.
feel
So,
we
but
feel
we-
lucky
we
that
will-
we were able to find him, sort of like early in his career, and
No, it's
he killed
it's
it
true.
with this art for us. Super easy to work with. He had a lot of insight, on traits and how things would work out
I love
together.
that.
And then we would be like, oh, you know what? Like, can you actually do this? And he'd be like, yep, no problem, on it. And we'd have it soon after.
He'd be back
It was
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And so actually we are going to spotlight Sergey. We were talking about it tonight or this morning, and I think probably we're gonna do some one of ones with him and include those in the collection.
I
So
love
we're
that.
definitely gonna show him some love. He's done a fantastic job, and as far as creating a generative collection is really complicated and it's complex and takes a heck of a lot of time. We've been working on this for I don't know 4 or 5 months or something, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. And it just takes time because you don't want to screw it up.
Yeah,
like you have
exactly.
to go through the traits and make sure you
one
like what you
shot
like.
at
And
launch,
we're doing something else a little bit different too.
Are you allowed to share?
Should we talk about it, Steve-O?
Burn. Gonna talk about burn.
No, not the burn. No. No, that like we're not a single we're not like just guys. It's not just guys.
Jorge is here for the alpha. He is also, Defenders is also on Solana as well. So this is your man in the Solana ecosystem. If you're into gaming, definitely go follow him and check him out. But he's all ears for the alpha.
Oh yeah.
Which is also on Avalanche. I should just say that. Sorry.
Should we just save like what I'm about
Burn?
to say
Noted.
for later? No, not the burn.
No,
not the burn part.
no, go for it. I thought you were talking about the reverse.
Me and
split
Luana
there.
do this.
Nah, so there's gonna be ladies in the collection. So
Yes.
not just
Cynthia
guys, there's
got
gonna be ladies in the collection.
Cynthia called it. She's like, female cutie pet.
Yeah. So, and it's funny as we actually tagged her in that post when you guys were like, who are the AX ladies? We have like a list we posted and she was one of them. And she's also an artist as well. She does a phenomenal job at what she does as well. So happy to see her in the audience.
Yeah, Cynthia's great. We've known her for a little bit because she, from the Polygon side of things.
Yes. I think that's where I met her actually. Okay, so I wanted to ask this because you did mention the word burn and it kind of goes in with the question I was going to ask you, but you guys had mentioned on your Twitter that you guys are going to be doing a 5-to-1 reverse split burn, 5 Polygon honey badgers for 1 Avalanche Axo. Can you explain the reasoning behind this and how does this benefit the holders?
So one of the things that we did on Polygon was well, actually, let me back up.
Okay.
The reason to branch to some of these other networks, from our perspective, PFPs create community, right?
100%.
The networks, they're from like, and I talked about it earlier, like where does a network really going to grow is enterprise. And so Polygon, Avalanche, these are platforms and networks that are expanding rapidly into the enterprise sector. And we talk about Avalanche with ETFs and partnering with Circle and all the stablecoin stuff that's going to happen. The goal here, right, is to basically create community, create that B2C offering where we can protect people, show that the platform works, and then start offering security, enterprise security via like an enterprise API key, or not key, enterprise API platform. So we started with Polygon. We had a collection there. Unfortunately, Polygon's NFT scene has got a little wrecked after Utes, I think. And a lot of people got pretty wrecked. Luckily, Polygon honey badgers minted for only like $5. They literally, so we minted that collection for $5.
Wow.
And they really don't give a shit. They actually don't give a shit at all. So the value was super low. The hope was that, you know, we would build on EVM, and that would be our first roadmap stop. The value now is up, but what we want to do is give the opportunity for dispersing our liquidity, not just from Polygon, but to Avalanche, and make sure that our OG Polygon holders have the ability to branch out. And it will create a bit of arbitrage between Polygon and Avalanche. So the idea is that everything kind of like levels out. So that's our 5-to-1 burn. So people they'll come to our Discord server, open a ticket, and then we'll handle the transition. And we've spoken to a bunch of whales already, and they don't even want to move. So we have our point system. Our point system is that like a Polygon honey badger, which is the least expensive point generating asset that you can get, still almost generates as much as an OG defender. And I don't want to get too far into the weeds with like the point system, but typically point systems go in one direction, and you know, you're trying to stack points for a couple of different reasons. And I think if everybody reads in between the lines for what our points are going to be for, that's why you're stacking the points. So there's value in the badgers. They give unlimited access to the vault system, but they also still give a lot of points. And so if people want to shift over, that's fine. It just kind of, it allows for people to move a little bit more freely.
Got you.
And if we burn a bunch of the supply, then we burn a bunch of the supply. So
we have a question here, and I think it's a really important question, especially with today's topic of security.
Yeah.
So Crypto Confident, shout out him. He's one of our, like, he comments on all of our stuff and we love it. Or she, I'm not really sure. So sorry about that. But it says, is there a red flag a person could look for before signing a transaction?
So you can read the transaction. Like there's like a little arrow that will drop down, and you can start reading, and typically like you'll see that it says send. And often, like if it's sending things, it'll say like sending,
it'll list them off,
you know, $1,000 to, you know, Johnny Scammer. And it says like, we'll typically have like a list of all of your NFTs that you're about to send someone else to. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely red flags. With Phantom, unfortunately, Phantom is not on Avalanche, but like on Phantom, there is, if there's, well, and actually, I'm assuming that Rabby must have, Rabby and other wallets probably have some sort of like blacklist for known problematic wallet addresses. And but like with Phantom, it actually pops up a warning, big red word warning, if you're interacting with something that maybe is a brand new script. So like when I'm building things in Web3, if you haven't actually gotten through the whitelist with the wallet provider, and it's brand new, when you're testing, it'll actually pop up a warning. So I mean, that's one thing, is just, you know, slowing down, trying to read the transaction. If you don't know what it is and it looks sketchy as fuck, ask a friend. Our server is really also an educational hub. So people come and they're like, hey, I got drained. I get DMs daily of like all these people who get drained. It's really scary and sad. But But I also have DMs, and we get tickets of people who are like, hey, what do I do in this situation? And so, definitely leverage the defenders community, because a lot of people who are interested and serious about security spend a lot of time in our server. And yeah, there are some red flags. One red flag to look at before you even get to like signing a transaction is just confirm that the URL that you're at doesn't have like a 0 instead of an O, or a 3 instead of an E, or like, yeah, I mean, like all of those little red flags, you have to go slow, and you have to think and slow down before you sign transactions. But like the drop down with the transaction, looking and seeing what it does, it's not typically in like another, it's not too complicated to read.
Yeah, that's actually a really good answer. I remember, this is so OG AVAX if you guys have been here this long, but Chicken used to have somebody that would teach people how to read the contract. So whether you're, at the time it was just the MetaMask wallet, how to click that arrow and look and kind of read inside of it, because it will say things like and send to this address, and it won't be yours. And it also boost up the amount to like 9,999 on like the dollar amount, or how to read NFT contracts to see if like once you send it, if it will grab everything from your wallet, things like that. So there's also like, I'm not sure what wallet you use, but a lot of wallets will have under settings like, do you want a warning before you sign?
Right.
I turn mine on, and honestly, because I use MetaMask, you can judge me, guys. It's fine. I'm just comfortable. I haven't switched. And so
yeah, use what you know.
Yeah. And I don't know. So I turn that on there. It's always good to, ask yourself who was asking for it. Is this a trusted website? Have I ran this through Virus Total? Like all the questions, but that is such a great question.
And like Van, I have, if like you saw during the screen share, like I use tons of different wallets. It just depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like
like
MetaMask is
Phantom for Soul. Like
right. But I use Phantom for other chains also. I use it for ETH, and I use it for Polygon. But like, when I'm on working with AVAX, I'm primarily Rabby. But
oh, I like Rabby.
MetaMask is super flexible. I think it's like probably the most dorkiest flexible wallet that you could ask for, because you can really do an incredible amount with it.
Yeah. Oh, you guys made it. Is that what the thing on the shoulder? Or was that the one that person was asking for?
No, this is just
that was a meme somebody made.
Oh yeah, someone made it.
Oh no, so cute. That was so yeah, that badger right there was from the announcement where we said we're gonna burn Polygon honey badgers.
Okay, I was like, how did they get this? Like, it looks like awful like your art. So I love this.
Yes, we've got a bunch of like sort of like blank prints of the Axos that we're gonna put out to some of our ambassadors, so they can actually run them in any type of media that they want to do. Create some of these meme type stuff.
I love that. I love that. And we have another question, and it's a long one. Let's say you want to do some textings from an app or site that is completely safe, but does give you the warning stuff. Is it optionable to mark as safe?
I guess it depends on the wallet, right? Like, so Rabby pops up a warning almost anytime you do a transaction. You have to and so you can ignore. I don't know exactly which one it is that's an option to mark it safe. I'm looking at the screen now.
I think they might just be referring to,
to like a regular, like, yeah.
Oh, can you, can you assume that it's safe?
Yes.
Sometimes.
I would still try to read the transaction.
Yeah.
Like, try to read the transaction. On Phantom, like if you sign a transaction, typically if it's a send transaction, that's what a drainer basically is, right? A drainer is just that you have signed a transaction that is going to send stuff out of your wallet. A lot of the times, if you look down, it'll show that you're sending all your stuff. So
yeah,
again, go slow, try to read the transactions. If you're concerned about it, ask somebody, because I think, as a community, most people are willing to help and at
Yeah.
least answer questions. And again,
Yeah.
join the Defenders community because like we're all about it.
Yeah,
So
you have to always read what you're signing.
yeah, agreed. So I know that we're at the top of the hour. We want to be respectful of your time, but do you guys have time for maybe one more question and then a lightning round before we go, like tie everything up?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Or and then also think of anything that maybe we haven't talked about today that you guys would also like to let people know. But Luana had a really good question.
Yes, because this segment we're going to talk about Avalanche and community and the roadmap. And I think it's very important to talk about it. So, you guys are moving to Avalanche officially. Why AVAX? And what makes it the right chain for defenders and your community?
So I came to AVAX, I think almost a year ago, and it's hard to break into a new community. It's hard to break into a new network. And what I found when I first came to AVAX was that people like XL Baller were like just so friggin' supportive. Matt Palmieri, like there's all these guys and girls on the space that were like, yeah, come build with us. Like they immediately put me into like this TG for developers and builders in the space. Like it was a very, very warm welcome. Um and in a time where NFT communities and Web3 was pretty beat up,
Yeah.
definitely, and so what I saw when I came over was just even through all the noise and bullshit, that there was a thriving community, and the community was smart, and people were like, it was a little bit different than Solana in that there was a lot less, I don't know, like it was a kind of a neutral, meme-friendly, kind of wild, nerdy vibe that I just loved.
Yeah.
Like Wraith posting penis all the time,
Oh my
and
gosh, yes.
some of the memes on AVAX, like I love memes, and like part of the internet community for me is just how friggin' funny it all is. I
Yeah.
saw a lot of people come from Solana too, and like some of the KOLs that came from Solana and ended up coming over to AVAX about a year ago. When that happened, I was like, instantly it was like, oh, all right, cool. I should definitely
Yeah,
see what's
something's
going on with
cooking.
that.
Yeah.
Something's
Yeah,
cooking,
there's
and
a lot of genuine excitement over here, and it's
Yeah.
not just like your typical hype bait stuff. People are actually really excited and are looking forward to where Avalanche is going to go in short time. It's things are really starting to pick up over here, and we felt that it was a great fit for what we offer, but also we vibe with everything over here. So it's been great so far.
I love that. Like, that's why, I've always stayed in AVAX was the community. Like, whenever I came from XRP, like that was my intro was XRP days with NFT degeneracy, and found a team that ended up moving here. And honestly, I'm so thankful that they had partnered with who they had, because like Quinn, I met her through there, and she's probably one of like my favorite gal pals on this, in this community, because like she's so welcoming, and she introduced me to her friends, and they were also like welcoming and warm, and like I didn't have that on XRP. It was like, you're a woman, you're stupid. Like no shit, guys, like this really happened. Like, and so here that people would teach me like, oh no, you need to learn how to read a smart contract, you need to know how to do this. Like, they're really protective over making sure things are safe, because we've been through a lot together. Like she said, we've been through a lot of trauma where people have come in and then like taken advantage of that and just like adios, right? And so, yeah, I think, it's an amazing community. And then we're also really about like making sure we all get through it together. And I love that you guys felt that when you came in, because some people say the opposite. So I don't know, that made me feel like I've got goosebumps. I'm like, that's so like,
I mean, I'm old.
I love.
Like we're kind of old too. I'm in my 40s, and
Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna say, you guys
What?
are in your 20s.
Why
so
you're
that's
throwing
nice.
me under the bus?
You said 20s?
I am
You
here.
guys are in your 20s,
Chill.
so it's fine.
Oh my
We can go on.
god!
So I'm like,
My life alert would like to argue with you.
back in 2021, in 2020, when I first
Listen.
came into the space, the spaces that were going on were like, it was EDM, and they were just trying to hook you
Gotta
into
pump
staying in
it
these
up.
spaces. Yeah, no,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah,
It was super
exactly.
weird.
Yeah.
And I would sit there in these spaces and I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? And people are like, yeah, this is great, this is great, this is great. And
Yeah, it was just like a COD. Every space was a COD lobby. You know, it was.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like, all right.
but it was
sometimes
weird.
for like a mid party, it's cool vibe, right? If you try to, get things going, but we're trying to have a conversation, and there's like headbanging going on in the background. It's like,
Yeah.
let's say
Gotta pump
dial
it up.
down just a little bit, like.
I kind of miss the 21 NFT days. I'm not gonna lie. It was electrifying, but I think now I'd be like, all right, guys, we get it. You got an NFT. Let's move on. But Funky Beats is so funny.
Did Randy got drained? Really?
Oh man.
What? Miss King Crypto? No. Find the post, Luana. Yes, ma'am. My bad. Bossy. But also, can we go back to the 20s thing? I really like that comment. I'm well in my 30s, so I like that one. 2021 was just pure hype and excitement unknown to the unknown. Funky Beat said, I'm literally listening to this, and then in the meantime, I'm reading about someone that got drained. The algo is algoing.
Yeah, I found it.
Brutal.
Oh, share.
It's rough.
And then after this, we'll hop into our
into our rapid fire, but maybe we can listen to
like you need to escape, but someone has access to your bank.
Okay, let's see.
If you're in a toxic situation
Wait a
and
second.
you feel
Wait
like
a
you need
second.
to escape.
Oh,
Is
this
she
is
talking
different.
about this is a bank account?
She's been talking about bank accounts, credit cards, and a lot of things lately, like different than normal.
We can,
All right.
we
All
can
right,
do
so,
a
but
lot
let
of
me-
things, but we can't protect you from a toxic relationship. Unfortunately, we're not there
Damn
yet.
it.
I mean, quite honestly, crypto can just focus on crypto, and the toxic people just run away from you. So let me tell you a story real quick about a client I had this summer who came in. So I have an IT business and do security, IRL, and they came in and they were like, hey, I need to secure my computer because there was a person who went into my bank. They said that they had a fake debit card and of another bank, like a totally different bank, and then a fake ID with her name on it. And they walked in, they were like, hey, I have a family member die. I need to take $9,999 out of this bank account. And it was a new teller. And the teller was like, oh man, that's awful. And they gave them the $9,999. Like she gave him this whole like song and dance that she didn't have like her whatever. And she was the scammer actually turned around. She was like, great, thanks. Took the envelope full of cash, walked toward the door, and then came back and they were like, actually, I need another $9,999, and the teller did it. The teller
How much
gave
did
it
they have
to
in their
them.
bank account? What the hell? Like,
I mean, it was like a 60-year-old woman, and and
that's
yeah,
worse.
and
Never mind.
and
I should
legit
ask
like the bank teller was just like, okay, cool, like, and this is, if we give people access to our assets, it's kind of the same thing, like scammers can get in pretty easily if you give them access. And it's pretty unfortunate that like there isn't a situation in like a notification or a 2FA or whatever it is, like even like a 2FA for your bank, where if you're gonna remove 10 grand from your bank, you got to sign a 2FA. Imagine how nice that would have been for that lady.
Really nice, because what the hell?
Yeah.
She's just down 20 grand in a day.
I mean, the bank has insurance, so like, they're covered by FDIC, so like they probably have to.
But Web3 doesn't.
How did they give that much though? Like now in place, like I can't even pull out 10
No, you can't
grand
pull
if
out
I
more than
wanted
10.
to. Yeah.
That's why I said 9,999. Yeah.
And then
How-
they cap it, but you can't do more than one transaction now a day over that amount. But when I had my bathroom remodeled and I saved it for myself, I saved all the money. I saved everything up to get it remodeled because it was like 1950s, like gender reveal party of pink and blue. And I couldn't pay him in cash like I wanted to because my bank wouldn't give me the money. I needed like a week advanced to get all the funds. I'm like, this is my fucking money. I should have it now. And that's the pro I like to push on crypto. It's like I could pull that out and put it in my bank account today if I needed to. Like, way less strings. Like,
well, kinda, as long as the sex allows you to off ramp.
Oh, I mean,
that is true too.
That is true too.
Like Coinbase allows only it's like $1,500 a day or some.
Is that what it is? I thought I said like 1 million, and I was like, okay,
No problem.
No, it's not. It's not. But it just depends about it. I don't know. I think there's like different people have like different options.
Yeah,
also.
Quinn, I haven't been interrogated, but like there's a cap for like I've hit that cap before. I mean, I don't have lots of money, but like when I've off ramped, it's annoying. It's really annoying. But at least you can off ramp hypothetically. Most people don't need $1,500 a day.
I think my debit card only allows me to spend $300 a day. And one time I got groceries, went to go pay somebody and a bunch of other things, and my account wouldn't let me do it. I couldn't get a hold of anybody because it's after 5. Like a whole conversation that we could probably have. But let's kind of tie things back up. Is there anything else before we get into rapid fire that you guys would like to talk about? We did mention a giveaway today. If you guys comment under the post of this on Twitter or on the Arena, we're entering you guys for whitelist, but one person will win an NFT. If you do it on Twitter and Arena, that gives you an extra entry. But I want to ask some of these fun questions to you guys, but is there anything additional that you guys wanted to maybe share about before we jump in that?
No, we're covered most of the bases.
Yeah,
we did. Okay. I did this at midnight, so
we're in like crazy mode. An NFT collection launches is like if you're ever thinking about doing it, think about skydiving first, or think about like swimming in a shark infested
guys, you
water.
should skydive with your actual like NFT musket, like completely like
put some axolotl suits on.
Now you're bringing back 2021 vibes. I like
throw yourself.
Okay.
But let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do the lightning round, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
This was midnight, so I'm so sorry, guys. I was in a different mode last night. All right, here we go.
Okay, so if you had to explain wallet safety to your grandma in 3 words, what will they be?
Holy shit.
Yarn,
knitting. 3 words.
Grandma. The only thing that comes up is like, so I feel like I could explain crypto more easily than wallet safety to my grandma. Fuck, my grandma's dead, so I don't know what I would say.
Okay, reach beyond the grave here.
Jesus. I will say no click, abuela. No click, abuela.
Do not sign.
No, that's smart. Yeah.
No click, abuela. No click.
Okay. Yeah, do not sign. I don't know. That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. But if you
can
explain it to your grandma, you can explain it to anybody.
Pretty much. Yeah.
There's less in there somewhere. I don't know where.
No
just
click,
my midnight
abuela. That's good.
No click. That can be a T-shirt, actually.
What is the funniest? Oh yeah, with your grandma on it, with like knitting. Like
no, actually, it says no click, abuela.
That's what your 1-to-1 should say that.
like
a little bubble above it.
We're gonna have to send Sergey a message.
Yeah, right.
Just like that.
No quick abuela. Bloody with a crochet needle.
Queen said scam prevention protocol. That's. My grandma probably wouldn't have understood that one though.
That one is a good one.
It is
good.
Okay, so what's the funniest scam DM you've ever seen in your inbox? Like, I feel like they're all the same, but have you had a funny one?
So when we do these marketing campaigns, we get tickets opened where people will be like, "Oh, so hey, listen, I by accidentally sent like 10 Sol to the address with the the DGOT in it. Can you possibly give me a refund? Somebody stole it." And it's like, yeah, there's 40,000 people that now have ownership of that wallet. Like, where did you think it was gonna go?
Actually, Diganja Baba?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we did our last campaign, he was one of the first people to see the post, and he didn't read the whole post, and he was like, "Oh shit, they're giving out a DGOD," and so he like sent 0.1 Sol over to the fucking wallet immediately. He was like, "Yeah, let's get this signed up, and we're gonna take out this DGOD, and it's all ours." It came from my fucking account. I was like, dude. What? So he sent it over, and he sent me a message. I think I was like live on a space after I like sent out this campaign. He was like, "Dude, I just lost 0.1 Sol," and I was like, "Are you serious? You seriously?" Anyway, I gave him a honey badger.
I can't believe you're airing out the ganja like that.
You didn't hear it here, guys. So
That's fine. I love him to death.
I have had like crazy DMs like with
Yeah.
links and like invitations to go like talk in Jimmy Kimmel show. Like incredible with link online. I was like, oh, it's an online show. Yeah. And I'm like, oh wow.
Perfect.
I
Interesting.
recently got a
Yeah.
DM from BuildleMode, and I'm like, I was like, okay. I played into it for a little bit, but I was like, okay, then reported the account was gone. But yeah, that was interesting. I was like,
so one of our favorite pastimes is trolling the
Yeah.
scammers that come into our server.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
It's
Pretty great. We actually do it as a team. So all the mods, Steve and I, like, they'll be like, "Hey, so one of the things that we get all the time. So if you are starting an NFT collection or a token, the people who come to you and want you to come on their space, or or use like chatters or whatever it is, the people who actually come to you, if anyone comes to you and they are a big name and you have a little shitty NFT collection, I'm not saying we're little and shitty, but we're not no Chilio. It's fine. It's fine. And so they'll come in and they'll be like, "Hey, how about this service?" It's a scam. Like, it's a scam. But we get these people who come in, and often it'll be like people from Cointelegraph. And Cointelegraph, they're like, "Hey, we wanted to write an article on you. Would love to talk about security. You're doing such a great job." I'm Vitalik's cousin. And then we just fucking lay into them. We're like, "Hey, have you ever heard of vendors?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course we have." And we're like, "Can you tell us about why you're here?" You're like, just double check. DYOR this stuff.
I know.
Writers typically are not trying to come after you and write a piece on you.
I have reached out to Boy Bear before, asking about a 1-to-1 and how I could get one, and I think they thought maybe I was a scammer. I was really legit just wanted one. I'm glad I didn't get one now because that one didn't go so well.
So one other thing is that when you start to see how things work in Web3, it's like seeing the Matrix. So no big KOL is going to come into your server or send you a fucking DM and be like, "Oh man, I want to work with you." They just won't. They just fucking won't, because the really big KOLs cost lots of money.
A lot of money.
They cost a lot of money. It is a pay-to-play ecosystem, and if you're not strapped with like 20 grand for like at a 5-second handshake, you're just completely out of your mind. It's not going to happen.
I agree. I worked in gaming for a while, and at one point they wanted a KOL round. The highest paid person was asking for 100K just to stream for 2 hours, and I was like, "God damn, I'm in the wrong line of work."
No, for real.
No doubt.
Oh my God. Okay, so third question.
Good question.
Okay, cold wallet or hot wallet? Which one will you marry for life?
Honestly, hot wallet. Yeah, hot wallet.
Yeah.
There
Here.
are ways to manage a hot wallet. Like there are
Yeah.
ways to manage a hot wallet. You just have to be fucking smart about it and, decentralize all of your assets. Like you can't just have them all in one hot wallet under the same seed phrase.
Oh my god.
You gonna make it, man?
I don't know what happened, but I went to laugh and then just took a big drink and it anyways. That's why I don't wear
Little
white
coffee
shirts.
raspberry on this
Yeah.
screen.
So great. And then I had lipstick on my hands and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm glad I didn't smear it like a child. But what's one Web3 security myth that needs to be roasted and burned alive? Actually, it said forever. I added alive.
That a hardware wallet is impenetrable.
Yeah.
That you're gonna get airdropped $100,000 in the biggest token.
I
Oh my god.
Or that everybody's gonna make it.
Okay. That was our last endeavor, and you're right.
You know which one? The ones that say that scams are only for noobs. You're so
You're
wrong.
wrong.
Oh, that's true
You're
too. Yeah.
so
1,000%.
I've seen
Yeah.
okay. Of course, Sam Stefanina, I saw from him literally not too long ago, went to a website but didn't check it. So I think it was cookie.io instead of IO, he did .com. And so he got phished and his entire wallet, savings, everything drained out of his account. And I felt so bad for him because he was saving for a house and had been for years. It happens to the most skilled people, and it really, are we still okay? And then it just happens. So last question.
Okay, if Defenders was a superhero, what will your catchphrase be?
Don't get wrecked. I think.
Don't get wrecked.
Don't get wrecked. Yes.
Practice safe
Yeah.
trading.
I mean, yes.
Taking my teeth out.
With great keys comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
My teeth had the lipstick on them, so I had to take them out. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I wrote those at midnight last night. So I was like, we need some fun ones in here about security.
Security.
This wallet needs to go. But yeah. Okay, let's we don't want to take any more of you guys' time. We went 30 minutes over. So thank you for coming on today and kind of I don't know, you kind of put a little bit of education in there as well, educating us, telling us about the platform, what you guys are building, coming to Avalanche and how you guys have been established on other chains as well. I think that growing is such an important part of the process, but I'm excited for Axos. I'm excited to see what everybody gets come mint day, which we are giving one away. I will have it posted, the winner, by the end of the day, and how you can get your prize. But I just wanted to say again, thank you for your time and coming on here and talking a little bit more. It was a really great conversation, and there's so many people in the audience that also said that. Trixie said, I love Defenders. They speak my language. She's also another girly that's really good on Avalanche. So
yes.
So we've got some ladies one-of-ones to give out if people are interested in becoming ambassadors. So
I mean, it's going to be my turn because she did hers.
Hold up, no, I'm going first.
No.
So we're gonna sit. I'm gonna sit down with the both of you, and we're gonna go through the art generator and literally trade for trade, and you guys will be able to pick your skins.
I have
pick your
every
clothes,
single
pick
your
weapons, all that. Yeah, it's gonna be great. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the same thing for the 5 people that won the one-on-one giveaways that you did a couple days ago. So they've already reached out. Yeah, they've already reached out. They're in the server. So we're gonna once Sergey finishes off these last couple, we're gonna set up times with them and get their customs made. So
that reminds me.
Wow.
Luana is doing one as well.
Awesome.
Sorry. Yeah, Luana's doing one as well. She just hasn't announced it yet. We had a train hell day yesterday. It was
I will do my announcement. I literally was waiting for hers to finish so I can do mine individually.
I had a
Yeah.
bunch of
No, it
people
makes sense.
entries too,
Yes.
so it took me a minute to go through everything because I knew some of the traits. Some of the traits were like not able to be merged into what they wanted, so that was another factor I had to think of too. But yeah, that bonus of what people like was pretty smart because people were like, "Oh, I'd love to see a straw hat on these." I was like, "That's a good feature." Like people love straw hats. So,
Yeah, we
but
got
yeah,
a banger.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming today. It has been a pleasure, Steve Burns. It's amazing what you're building. It's literally, one of the things that, we really need in our ecosystem. I think there's no uh any tool like that in AVAX. So I am super excited to have you guys here, and we're super excited to have you guys in build mode and explaining a little bit more about also your upcoming collection for the AXO Mint. But yes, a big thank you, and
Thank you both for having us. It's
Yeah,
been a
and
great
thanks for
time.
having us, guys. It's been
Yeah, this has been
fantastic
awesome.
working with you, and
no,
it's actually, I gotta say, this is pretty cool that we're dual streaming on Arena and X right now, which is
actually
pretty
we
And
are
YouTube too, right?
2 YouTubes,
And
my
YouTube.
personal and a
Oh, hell yeah.
backup. We have Build a Mode Twitch. If you're not following, we'd love if you could, but that's not a necessity. It's our backup saver. And then also Arena and X. So we are streaming to 6 platforms at the moment. Is it overkill? Maybe, but safety first. So
Yeah, having the
You know what?
backup is crucial.
it is. I mean,
Steve and I were talking about this just like this morning about Arena, and like Steve just signed up today, which is fine. I'm not throwing him under the bus.
that's fine.
But
No, that's
signed up
exactly
for
what
Arena,
you're
and
doing.
he's
Exactly
kinda
what you're
he's
doing.
like,
You're airing me out. You poured the ganja. You're airing him out too. Nobody's safe.
whatever. This is our
Hey, I
community.
gave names today too. It's fine. It's fine.
We
do
are
it
all
sometimes.
back holders together. And so Steve-O, like, he was like, this is pretty cool. It's like, a lot like X. And my comment was basically, it's like X, but it's got Web3 rails that you can basically, you are monetizing your account. You've got tickets, or right? It's tickets.
Yeah,
They're called.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it just is, it goes that step that further that everybody's waiting for Elon to actually integrate, but it's live. So, I love it. If you haven't signed up for Arena, do it.
Speaking of Arena, before we leave, everybody, I just want to kind of make you guys aware that Drew and Malik are going live literally like right now. If you guys want to follow them over, they do large giveaways to their followers. So definitely check out them. They're great. They moved their time so we could be on today. So that was really kind of them. But getting out of here, I just want to say to the community, remember your keys, your crypto, but also your security, your freedom. Stay safe, stay built and stay caffeinated. We'll see you guys Friday.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
bye.